Hello and welcome to another GCSE revision video, and in this video, part 8 of my videos on circles, we're going to be looking at an angle subtended by an arc. The angle subtended by an arc at the centre of a circle is twice as big as the angle subtended by an arc anywhere on the circumference. So let's go ahead and label our angles. So what this sentence is saying is that angle A is half the size of angle B, or angle B is twice the size of angle A. Now to prove this, we need to draw a radius from the centre to the point on the circumference that subtends the arc. We can also note that the two lines that go from the centre to the circumference forming the angle B are also radii. This forms two isosceles triangles, which we can pull out of the circle, at least on a temporary basis. Now base angles of an isosceles triangle are exactly the same, so we can go ahead and label them. So I've labelled the base angles E and G respectively, and the angles between them are F and H. Now angle A is equal to E plus G, and angles F, H and B, when added together, make a full circle, which of course is 360 degrees. So angle B is equal to 360 degrees minus the sum of F and H. But of course we've got two isosceles triangles, so angles E and F, the two E's plus the F must sum to 180 degrees. And by the same reasoning, the two G's plus the H must also sum to 180 degrees. So angle F is equal to 180 degrees minus the sum of E plus E, or 180 degrees minus 2E, and angle H must be 180 degrees minus 2G by the same reasoning. This means angle B is 360 degrees minus all of angle F, which is 180 degrees minus 2E, and angle H, which is 180 degrees minus 2G. And we can simplify that to 360 degrees minus 180 degrees plus 2E minus 180 degrees plus 2G. Whoa, hold it right there. How did we get from B equals 360 degrees minus all of 180 degrees minus 2E plus 180 degrees minus 2G to B equals 360 degrees minus 180 degrees plus 2E minus 180 degrees plus 2G. How did those minuses suddenly become pluses and those pluses suddenly become minuses, and what happened to those brackets? Okay then, well let's have a look at what we've got here. We've got B equals 360 degrees minus all of 180 degrees minus 2E plus 180 degrees minus 2G. Well, if I have, say, I don't know, 10 lots of, let's say, chocolates, and I eat 3 of them, and then later I eat another 2 of them, then I'm going to have 5 chocolates left. But that's the same thing as me saying I started off with 10 chocolates and I've eaten 3 and then another 2 chocolates. So you see, it's all in the order of operations. I can either take 3 away and then take another 2 away from the 3 that I've already taken away. So I can start with 10, take away 3 and that leaves 7, and then take away another 2 and that leaves 5. Or I can add the 3 and 2 to make 5, and then take that 5 away from the 10 so that I end up with 5. So if we start with 10 minus 3 plus 2 equals 5, and we want to get rid of the brackets, then this plus needs to become a minus, because that's what we're doing. We're subtracting the 2 as well as subtracting the 3. So in this case, we're starting with our 360 degrees, and we're subtracting 180 degrees, but we're subtracting 2e less than 180 degrees. So we've actually got to add that 2e back, because subtracting a negative is the same thing as adding. Let's pretend that you owe someone £2 and I want to subtract your debt of £2. The way I would do that is to pay that person you owe the £2. So I'm adding £2 to your debt in order to take away your negative balance or your debt. So subtracting a negative is the same as a positive. So now we're also subtracting this 180 degrees. So this plus 180 degrees, because we're subtracting it from the 360, this then becomes a minus. So this then becomes minus 180 degrees. And then again we're subtracting the negative 2g, so that's the same as adding the 2g. In other words, the 2g is taken away from the 180 degrees before whatever's left is taken away from the 360. So we're actually, it's like taking away the full 180 and then paying back or adding the 2g. Which brings us back to our b equals 360 degrees minus 180 degrees plus 2e minus 180 degrees plus 2g. The 180 degrees and 360 degrees cancel out. If you've got 360 degrees and you take away 180 degrees and then you take away another 180 degrees, you're going to be left with nothing. So all we've got left is the 2e and the 2g. So angle B is equal to 2e plus 2g, which we can simplify to 2 into e plus g by factoring out the 2. But since angle A is equal to e plus g, angle B must be equal to 2a, which is the very thing that we set out to prove. Okay, I hope you found that video helpful. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And if you are taking your GCSEs this year, I'd like to wish you all the best with your revision and all the best with your exams. And I look forward to seeing you in another video.